Good morning. My name is Mark Krikorian. I'm Executive Director of the Center for Immigration Studies. And the subject we're going to be talking about today, the paper we're releasing and then the panel discussion itself, is about something that there's a lot of heat but not necessarily a lot of light about the subject. In other words, the potential for terrorist infiltration across our border with Mexico. People sort of get a sense that there's some issue there, and politicians sometimes will talk about it, but often there isn't a lot of substance to that talk, and we're trying to remedy that situation. So first thing we're doing is releasing a paper today by Todd Bensman, who's a Senior National Security Fellow with the Center for Immigration Studies. That paper's online as well as outside. It's online at our site, cis.org. And Todd spent almost a decade at the Texas Department of Public Safety at the Intelligence and Counterterrorism Division, where he worked on issues related to terrorism across the border from Mexico into the United States. Longtime foreign correspondent before that, has traveled to Central America most recently to look at this issue of what they call special interest aliens, mainly from people coming not from Mexico or Central America necessarily, but through those places, but originally from countries where there are real terrorism issues. So Todd's going to present the findings of his paper, and then we're going to have two commenters. The first is Robin Simcox. He's the Margaret Thatcher Fellow at the Heritage Foundation, which is a great title. I'd love to be a Margaret Thatcher Fellow. And he specializes in just this issue, counterterrorism and national security. And he recently authored The Asylum Terror Nexus, How Europe Should Respond, which is the subject of related to the subject of the paper that Todd is releasing today on the experience Europe had with terrorist infiltration across their borders and what we might learn from that. And then the second commenter is Jim Conway, who was a special agent for more than 25 years in the FBI, specialized in international terrorism, and among other jobs was program manager for counterterrorism and counterintelligence at our embassy in Mexico City, where he dealt with this actual issue of special interest aliens using Mexico and the Mexican border as a way potentially to gain access to the United States. So we're going to go in that order, and then when the presentations are done, we'll take some Q&A.